Brandon Brenco here. We're going to go through the K25 Kodiak with the cylindrical deck. On this machine here, pretty basic operations and whatnot. We'll go through operation, maintenance, how to take the brushes out, clean them and whatnot with the machine. So if you come over here, the machine here, you just turn off this switch here. You'll have all your vacuum breakers, all the breakers essentially there for water, your vacuum motor, anything like that. If it pops, that's where you push it back in. Up here is going to be your operation. So now if you want to lower the actual deck on the machine, you go up, more pressure, so now it's actually lowering. And then up, less pressure, it's going to actually come up now. So that's how you operate that for putting the deck down. Ideally in a range, you want to have it up in this kind of green area when it's running. If you're going to be in the yellow-red area when it's running, essentially you're just going to probably be spinning out or bottoming out the deck of the machine. So you just have to lighten it up a little, bring it up, and then you'll fix that on that. Otherwise, turn the water on, turn brushes on, so you got the deck down. Once you turn the vacuum motor on, it's gonna kick it on right away. So now that goes, you got the handle right here, you drop down the squeegee, so now the squeegee's down. And now just to go forward, you got either forward over here or the left side. So you can push this, and then you got a dial for your speed. So once you push forward, it's actually gonna start engaging the brushes now. Now the machine's running. So and then you wanna dial it down, you just do that. Turn that off just so you can kind of hear me here. So say you're done, you just bring the deck up now with that trigger. So you're on minus is technically up, less pressure. You'll see the deck raising. So now up, down, it's all the way up. And then you'll want to turn off your brushes, turn off your water. If you're at the end, you're gonna have some excess water left over. So you just turn the vacuum motor on, and then you're just gonna be going here, and you're sucking up water now. And let's say you're done, you suck up that water, you just lift it up, and now you'll be getting to the end of it. Essentially, you've done your cleaning, you've either ran out of water or whatnot, now you're gonna dump it. So now you got your dump right here, just hangs on this little hook, so you just kind of pinch it off, open it, and it's all gonna be gravity fed, and water's just gonna come out that way, so it'll be draining. And then up here on the cap, look at this, crank down here. There we go. So let's get that off. We'll rinse it out with the hose. So you just spray it out there, rinse that out. Essentially just clean it, hit all the walls till you see clean water coming out of the machine. Then either when you're done with cleaning it, you can leave the cap off, let it air out. Or some people will just put the cap back on, make sure it's snug. You don't need to crank it on like it was there. And then you just leave this open, and it's gonna actually air out down to the dirty tank this way. So you can just let it air out there. All you got over here is a float ball. Some people clean this, you don't really have to, but if you want to, you can. So it just float ball will push up with the dirty water, and then it's actually gonna stop suction coming from the vacuum motor. That way you can't overflow the machine with dirty water. So most likely you never really have to mess with this. You can just leave that kind of tightened down there. This is just a little screen filter. If any excess water or foam or anything might come over, it'll catch it. It doesn't go down to the actual vacuum motor. If in any case water did get down to the vacuum motor, you do have a blue hose down there. So if you ever see water coming out of that hose, just turn the machine off right away. Essentially you got water in the vacuum motor. And you know, probably have to let it sit for a few days or something. We just have to see if the warranty or if, you know, the vacuum motor got harmed at all. Filling the machine, if we were to fill it here now, you just go right in your front. It's got a 6-foot extender hose, so this can reach out, just fit over a faucet. You can fill it that way. Or you just have a hose that reaches over. Put your chemical in here, put your water in here, just fill it up, dilute the chemical however you want the dilution based off whatever chemical you use, put that in here, and then you just put that over. That sits there. As far as taking the brushes and stuff off, so you drain it out, you rinse it out. Now you just take this tray off, slides right out. All your debris, your gravel, rocks, zip ties, whatever you name it you have, it's gonna get caught in here. Just give this a quick rinse, and then that just slides right back on. It literally takes just a few seconds. Then accessing your brushes, this will be the front one. You just loosen both these two brass nuts here, and then slides right off, and there's your brush. So you have right here a wear line, so once it gets down to there, you got to replace the brush. Maintenance wise, you could take it out, you could rinse the brush off, maybe once a month or so. You'd spray out this housing up in here, you'll get stuff caked on. So if you take a hose, spray up in there. It wouldn't be a bad idea to do that. You know, every quarter, every month or so, you know, depending on how often you use it or how dirty it is. Now to get it back in, so it's kind of hitting, it's not getting over there. What I'll do is kind of lower it down a little. Pushing it. arcing it. So you're pushing down to arc the other side, and you kind of kick till it essentially grabs and catches on the other side. So now I'll bring it back up. The brush is in there, and then you just get these grooves in, line everything up with these nuts there, and then just all these pieces will line up, and then now it's in line to put the bolts back in. So we'll skip that, but you put those in anyways. You get those in, that's back on. Just hand tighten them. You don't need to crank them on. Lastly, thing to clean. So you've sprayed out the tank, you've sprayed off the debris tray. Third thing every time, take the squeegee, slide it off. The hose just comes right off. Flip it, spray the bottom, get all this cleaned out in here. You're gonna get a bunch of stuff built up there. So just give it a quick rinse, and then you can just throw the squeegee back on. So slide it on, those go on, hand tighten them. You don't need to crank them on. Once they're snug, they're snug. That way if you hit something, it'll break away. And then these squeegees, you actually, over time, will have to change them. So it's always gonna wear on the front, bottom. And these clips, and you'll pop them off, and then this metal bracket comes off. Squeegees come off, you can flip them around, you can wear the back sides, and then you can wear the two top sides. So you got 4 different wear patterns on each front and back squeegees. This is your charger here, onboard charger. Got the cord here. Every time you're done, plug it in, leave it plugged in. The charger has a light up here. It'll actually be beeping. So if it's a fast beep, it's pretty dead. If it's a slow beep, it's getting close to full, and it's a solid color, it means it's fully charged. It's not gonna overcharge the batteries or harm the batteries. It will shut off, so you can leave it plugged in. So, yep. And then now into here, you got your actual AGMs under here. So there are the batteries sitting on your bottom. You got 3 dry cell AGMs, maintenance free. So with those batteries, in a perfect world, try not to get them less than 20% on a charge. It will just extend their life. You got 3.5 hours of runtime on a full charge. So, I mean, you should never be draining them that much anyways. And never drain them completely dead. So you just don't want to do that as well. Last thing would be your water adjustment, high, low. You just adjust it there. It's just an open and closed water solenoid. So, yeah. So that should be everything on, maintenance, operation, running the machine. If you guys have any, questions or anything, just give us a call or give me a call at Brenco. So, thank you.